The question that we all want to know is, does this myofascial release actually improve our gym performance? And if so, what pressures should we be applying to specific muscle groups to improve that gym performance? Hey guys, Anthony Pietrobono here, online coach, personal trainer, and university student. For today's video, we're going to answer the question of, does myofascial release actually improve acute strength? Myofascial release is just a self-massage technique. So it's pretty much when people use foam rollers in the gym, when you see those long cylinder tubes, or if they use something like a lacrosse ball to self-massage any given muscle group. The idea there is just to lengthen it and warm it up, so that way you can actually be performing better. And the question that's raised, and the question that we all want to know is, does this myofascial release actually improve our gym performance? And if so, what pressures should we be applying to specific muscle groups to improve that gym performance? Now, a recent study done by Grabow and colleagues, published in March of 2017, decided to figure out the answer to those questions by having 16 males and females ages 26 to 27 actually foam roll the quadriceps at 3 different pressures. This was a crossover study design, so each individual ended up doing a low force, medium force, and a high force applied to the quadriceps for 3 sets of 60 seconds, rolling from the patellar tendon all the way up to the hip. So it was the entire quadriceps for 3 sets of 60 seconds before performing a series of tests. There were 6 tests done, but the 3 major ones we're going to look at was the passive knee joint range of motion, the single leg drop jump height, and maximal voluntary isometric contraction force. The passive knee joint range of motion increased by an average of 7% in each individual and a maximum of 15%, regardless of whether they applied a low force, medium force, or high force. As long as they did that myofascial release on that foam roller for 3 sets of 60 seconds, they got the same amount of range of motion lengthening. However, there was absolutely 0 significant increases in acute strength in the other tests. So there was absolutely no change in performance from doing any force of foam rolling, whether it was the low force, medium force, or the high force. There was no difference in strength. It didn't increase or decrease in the rest of the tests. This study clearly demonstrates that foam rolling can cause a large acute increase in range of motion without impairing or improving gym performance. So the key practical takeaway here is that you'll want to implement some myofascial release in the form of foam rolling pre-workout for 3 sets of 60 seconds before movements that you have difficulty comfortably executing, so that way you can actually lengthen that range of motion and execute them properly. Something like when you're doing a barbell deadlift, if your hamstrings are a little tight and you have trouble getting in that starting position, in that bottom position, then you can foam roll your hamstrings for 3 sets of 60 seconds, or your glutes, or both, and then you can comfortably sit down in that deadlift, and you can actually initiate all of the working muscles from that bottom position without having to struggle and feel uncomfortable and possibly pulling those joints out of place. So that's what one of the key practical takeaways are, guys. You'll just want to be foam rolling right before specific exercises that are uncomfortable for you to execute, and then go ahead and execute those movements after you've actually warmed up. We know from previous studies that static stretching will actually impair gym performance if you perform it in the pre-workout setting. So this is perfect, guys. You can just perform some dynamic stretching, and you can foam roll 3 sets of 60 seconds on that muscle, and you won't be impairing your gym performance. You'll only be feeling more comfortable in those positions. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you're actually able to implement some of these tips and tricks from this study into your current training protocol. I know I will, and I will be relaying this message off to clients as well. So again, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys did enjoy this video, please give me a thumbs up. It really helps the channel grow. And subscribe for more vlogs and more informative bodybuilding content like this. And I will see you guys in that next video. Peace.